Okay. Um, yeah, almost didn't go live tonight for this match. Um, I have a 5-year-old in my house, so that's why I'm listening very intently to try hear whether it's going to be a problem or not. Okay, welcome everybody to the watch along. Today we're doing Pirates versus Polokwane City. Polokwane City is one of the on-form teams in the PSL. They currently sitting fifth, 9 games played, 4 games won, 2 games drawn, and 3 games lost, with a goal difference of +1 and 14 points in the bag. They've done very well ever since getting promoted. So they got promoted obviously last season. They won the first division. Coming into this game, they actually might be the form team for this in this encounter. You know, you'd normally think Polokwane City would be the underdogs. Then, of course, you've got Pirates, who are sitting number 13th, but it's only because they've played 3 games less. But games in hand don't mean that you're going to win, as AmaZulu showed the Pirates as their last game was a draw. So we'll see how that plays out. In terms of starting lineups, Sapunga is in goal for Polokwane City. You've got Unkaki, Unigani, you've got Umatuludi, Ndlovu. You've got a guy that, that gives us bad memories in Kampala, Lord Kampala. Then Umashikinya, Apolis, Mapena, Ramabu, and Chauk. On Pirates' side, Buthelezi is in goal. Kokinda, Munyane, and Hoto are at the back. He's kept Baloni but taken out to Monare. And then Masangwanyi Lodge and Numavuvuvu Kimviudi with Mahopa up front. Very, very interesting. I think he's going to continue this trend of not having midfield play. So Nda becomes the playmaker of the Pirates because there's nobody in the middle that can actually play the ball, or let's say a 6. The 2 6s there, Tim and Upaloni, don't necessarily play the ball. Tim will be a hard worker tracking people down. I guess they're going to try press Polokwane at some point. And then Upaloni will probably be support. What I do like is that they do have a number 10 in Kimviudi. So maybe you'll see Lodge playing a little bit better. We'll see Umaswanganyi playing a little bit better to be able to rotate that 10. And maybe Mahopa will get some needed distribution out of these guys up front. So let's see how they play out. I still believe that Pirates doesn't know. Well, Pirates has a way to play, but then they can't play it with all of their players. So it's interesting to see these guys, Abokin Viudi coming in. And Donjo's not there because I'm assuming the eye issues carried on. What's interesting is Erasmus was dropped. As I said, last match, Erasmus was dropping back and playing almost a number 10 role. And you know that Erasmus is not a number 10. He wants to run and hit on transition. So it was very interesting to see him dropping back and playing that 10. But we'll see how this plays out. It's going to be an open game. Polokwane this season has not been a team that sits back. You know, they're not a team that's going to defend necessarily. You know, they're going to play their football as they've been playing it. And it's an attacking brand, Kabo Apalis. So it will be entertaining. We'll see if that plays into Pirates' game. Because like I always say, Pirates is an emotional team, man. And when they play against teams that won't necessarily play a low block, they tend to get excited and that excitement becomes goals. But if you can low block them to death, keep them quiet, they do tend to, oh, there's a shot there. They do tend to, lose their confidence. They start getting desperate. They lose their shape. Their forwards drop their heads. The stadium drops its heads too. And then, it becomes an issue from there. So I hope this is an interesting game. Wale just says go Boca. I hope it's an interesting game. I hope that I hope that we don't see what we saw against Amazulu. Amazulu was such a boring game. Oh, Pirates Amazulu was such a boring game. So maybe this one will be a little bit more lively. Almost didn't come here, guys. Almost didn't come here because there's a kid in the other room who's holding my phone, whose mother is not here, so it's me and him. I almost didn't jump on, eh? I'm listening very intently, one ear on that side. But anyway, yeah, look, lively start. Polokwane won a corner. Pirates has taken, 2 shots so far. They're still going to carry on going long. Nda is the one who's taking advantage of this. But if you look at that form guide there that's coming up as the pictures are scrolling on TikTok and on the other platforms, you'll see that form guide. Polokwane has won 3 games and drawn 2. So they're the form team. Pirates has drawn 1, won 2, lost 2. Okay, technical losses. I mean, yeah, okay, Zwaneng counts as a loss, and then Stellenbosch was a loss, but they won the tie. It was the MTN 8. So Pirates Nayo is not in the best place, and we know how they are. If it's not a cup game, Pirates struggles to start up. But let's see. I know I'm waiting for tomorrow. Hey, tomorrow's going to be interesting. I'm going to see if I can't come on for Al Ali Sundowns, but I'm definitely going to be here for Chiefs. Kevin Johnson's first game. We'll see what he has for us. Yeah, this Pirates team. Okay, Kinvidi is trying to come collect the ball, but Tolki doesn't want to give him the ball. You get the feeling that this Pirates team doesn't know how to play with each other. So, like, for example, we know that Abo Mfuke and click very well, but these other guys, it doesn't seem like they know what to do. But here we go. Attack is on. Cross by Munyane. Dealt with. Offside. That was going to be off if they played that ball through. I'm hoping Pirates can find themselves, man. I guess he's trying to give Loch a run. Hey, Loch has looked so bad in the past few games. Like, it's almost like he knows what he wants to do. He knows exactly the pass that he wants to play or the move that he wants to do, but he's always like a second too late on the pass, or maybe, Polokwane! Point blank save by Buthelezi. Guys, Polokwane is dangerous, man. Point blank. Polokwane striker should have done better though. Chauke. Was it Chauke? Wow, byline cross in 1v1. Not even 1v1, it was a tap in. That was set up to be a tap in. Oh, hey, Pirates' defense there. Following the ball, not watching the men that they have to be watching. Ooh, okay, this game is going to be something. Part of me wants Polokwane to score first. And the reason why I want Polokwane to score first is so that Pirates can wake up. Pirates usually needs a spark, you know. You think back to the game that they played versus Cape Town Spurs, the 2-0 win. They were quiet up until that penalty. Oh, should have done better. Chauke. Oh, should have done better. They're just playing the replays of that chance. Like, he should have finished it to the corner he was going to, then trying to play it back. Hey, they love showing Buthelezi. You know how much these people love drama. Buthelezi makes that save, then they show Chain up in the stands. Chain is up in the stands. Ponchan is on the bench. I get a Pirates has so many keepers. Ponchan, Ofori, Chain, Buthelezi. Why they needed 4 keepers, nobody knows. But yeah, you'll start seeing that. Here's Polokwane again on the attack. Yeah, they're seeing that Hoto is the weak link. They're attacking on weak link. He missed that. It hit his knee. Hey, Mara Sinje, that should have been a finish, man. Sinje, with your burner account. That should have been finished, man. Those are the chances you need to finish. Who's gonna put their hands up? I still say Ndondlo is still the most important player in that Pirates team for me. He makes them tick. He controls the tempo. When he's not on, most of them don't know what to do. Lodge especially. Lodge is out. Yeah, Lodge has been out. You know? So somebody has to pick up their hands, you know? You're not going to get a deep-lying playmaker from Tim or Baloni. So I think Kinviudi is going to do a lot of work if they trust him. Let's see how this plays out. I really want Pirates to be good, guys. The closest thing we have to challenging Sundowns in the league. And even that close is far. Even that close is not very close. So they need to show some consistency. You know, a lot of people, we say that they're the second best team in the league. We always say that, right? But the issue is they're second best in terms of, let's say, trophies. They win the other trophies. But in terms of the league, in terms of getting into the Champions League, I don't trust this Pirates team like that. And they haven't shown consistency. You know, they could win one and lose the next one. Win one 5-0 and then draw 0-0. Win another one by 4-0 and then lose 1-0 to a Richards Bay out of the blue. You know, you never know with this Pirates team. So they need to become more consistent. And I think it's down to the coach, man. It's down to the coach. Siema. Yeah, one of the form coaches, Siema. You know, Siema says that he was coaching without a contract. He finished the year cheaper, if I'm not mistaken. Was it cheaper? He finished the year cheaper. He didn't have a contract. Which makes you wonder. Because they spoke about, I read an article saying that the reason why Dylan Shepherd hasn't been moved from this assistant role at Kaizer Chiefs, apparently his contract is so strong that they can't just willy-nilly decide to move him. That's why he's been there since Gavin got fired and hasn't been moved. So you wonder about Double CM, about 10-10s. I remember he was at Royal AM coaching without a contract as well. You know, these are the things, man, where I'm like, hey, our coaches, man, need to become more savvy. They need to get better contracts and things like that. But it's good to see Siema on his feet. Ulichisa, I believe, has been moved out, if I'm not mistaken. Utaken Lichisa has been moved out. Shaba. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But the contract, like, I always wonder, man. I've always wondered if teams are able to do these things so easily, surely that means that whoever you or your representatives are, you know, Caesar Jacques, who's in pain? I'm not in pain. Hey, Mara. From Chaga, I'm not in pain. We'll see. The owners are the problem. And that's why I always wonder. I get it that the owners are the problem, but sometimes I feel like our coaches are they don't take themselves seriously. You know, it almost becomes a favor. Like they're taking you and they're making you it's a favor. They're going, "Hi guys, they can really favor a contract," instead of them going, "No, you know what? I deserve better." And it plays out in different ways. The way I see it, like sometimes it plays out as, you know, I am comfortable at my team. I've been here for years. The expectations aren't high. Like when you speak about team mandates. I remember Coach Vustmuzi was on my show, and he said that the mandate that him and Umabuti Kenyeza had came from them, you know. So that's a very comfortable position to be in. And sometimes you get very too comfortable, but it also plays out in the contracts. I've always said that, I know it's not easy, but I've always said that sometimes these owners need to, these coaches need to go out, man. Go into Africa, go coach in Tanzania, go up your CV somewhere else if you're not allowed. I mean, we always speak about Ukosh 10-10s. That's a favorite of the topics Utentens goes out and Utentens wants to coach about Pirates, about Chiefs really badly. But if you see they don't want to, go to Zambia, go somewhere else, open up that CV. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. I just want them to be a little bit more ambitious with themselves, even if the owners are bad. But also, hey, contracts in SA, Bramchaga, contracts in SA seem like they're very up and down. Pirates on the attack. Oh, Tim tried to play it back in. It seems like these contracts, man, anything goes, and the owners know it, and especially because I guess there's that rule that our players, local players, you can't go to FIFA like Abonekovic. So you have to use the apparatus available to you inside. And I think that's where some of the issue comes from. But yeah, there's a lot of people, Pramchaga, that you could ask questions about, the agents, the owners, all of these guys. The fact that Dylan Shepherd has an airtight contract, shows you. The fact that Abo Nekovic have agents that can stand up to the league. Well, he has the luxury of going to FIFA, but can stand up to the league is incredible. But yeah, we just need to take ourselves a bit seriously. Pirates had a very good attack there, but Tim tried to cross it back. You see how you don't have a proper creative force up there. Tim is being asked to do something by pushing up so far that I don't think he's comfortable with. And coach goes through his phases. He usually plays 2 8s there. Munare pushes up, doesn't necessarily play that 6. Ahlale Ndlondo, and Ndlondo brings the ball up. But then when they change their shape and personnel, I don't think they have a secondary plan. You see, it's these long balls over the top. I don't know if they have a secondary plan for these other players. Let's see. Muitere, how are you? How are you doing? Malums, Eta, if Polokwane City win this game, I'm going to be shocked. Anything can happen with this Pirates team. Plus, remember, guys, Polokwane is the form team. Polokwane is number 5 right now in the league. I don't know how many people would have thought that Polokwane would be 5, but they're 5 in the league, guys. They're doing so well. They're doing so well. Siyabanyatsa nje. This is a tricky game. Our game tomorrow. Yo. Golden Arrows ishisa so. Okay, Polokwane. Okay, bad touch. Yeah, Tim cleans up, man. I still want to see Tim and Ndlondo. I think Tim and Ndlondo would be incredible. Tim Ndlondo with a 10. Ooh, Tibang. Man, at least we're seeing something. Yo, that Amazulu game. That Amazulu game was something else. At least here we're seeing end-to-end stuff. It's interesting. Goalkeeper just got fouled or kicked. So let's see how they play. Hey, Zogu TV. What's going on Zogu TV with these links? Guys, please don't put these links on my page. As a belief. You can only watch it on SuperSport, 202 or DSTV stream. I can't even show you the matches. I'd love to show you guys the matches, but because of copyright, we don't do that type of thing. And I could get banned. I've been banned a few times. From Jaga says, yeah, you're right. Coaches need to be a lot more ambitious. A combination between desperation, then there's shortcuts. I can't even think of a club in the PSL. There's a 3-year plan besides Sundowns. Yeah, I'll ignore them. No, and it's a topic that we speak about a lot. Pirates got another chance just over. The defender headed over, should have spoken to his keeper. But it's a topic we speak about a lot, Pramchaga, because it feels as though even the clubs themselves, they go to whoever is available. Like, there's a rumor right now that Iroile M is going to get Clinton Larson. And I know Clinton Larson was at Bloemfontein Celtic, I believe, maybe a year before the whole Royal M thing happened, or 2 years before that. And you think of it and you're like, is this a plan? Do they know how they want to play? Do they know what type of coach they want to get? I sometimes say to people that I struggle with trying. If you were to ask me, what is the style of play of 9 of the teams in the league or 10 of the teams in the league, I can't tell you. There's no identities, and I think it goes back down to what you're saying. About 3-year plan, about style of play, about how do we, what do we want to do in the future? What type of players do you want to have? It feels a lot like it's a king, like it's a lucky packet. You buy what's available, whether it be a coach, whether it be players, you bring in what's available and you see going forward. Whereas, the right way, I believe, would be figure out your style of play or what you want to do. Bring in personnel, not just the coach. That's another one. People just talk about the coaches, but not just the coach. Technical directors, people in the background that want to play the way that are good at finding players, playing the way that you want to play. Then you get your coach and you narrow it down. But until then, we'll see Ernst Middendorp go to a team, and then the next day is Brendan Truter, then the next day, Gitan Dance, then the next day, Lee Cabo Zondo made it back into the league. It'll just be up and down, man, up and down. To still be talking about Mission Etrigal, Ernst Middendorp and such people. Hey, Pramchaga. That's like, you see, that's what I'm saying, that for me, it's very up and down, man. It's very up and down. The coaches, when I saw Cabo Zondo walk back into the league, I was like, no, guys, as great as he was, all respect to Cabo Zondo. About Clinton Larson, the fact that we still see no, let me not be disrespectful. I don't want to be disrespectful, but some of the coaches honestly don't deserve to still be in the league. Honestly. Let me see. If Polokwane City, okay, Malum says if Pirates lose today, we can unofficially count them out of the league race. I hope this season is golden arrow. I don't think Pirates, we had this conversation. Do we genuinely believe that Pirates wants to win the league? Or any of the teams? Do we genuinely believe that they want to win the league? That's a real conversation. What is the goal? What is the mandate, for 15 of the teams in the PSL? We know one wants to win it by hook or by crook, but some of the other ones, man, the Pirates. Remember, guys, Pirates was 16 points behind the Sundowns. 16. 5 wins and a draw behind Sundowns. We don't even talk about the others because they were 5 and 7 and 10 points behind Pirates, right? So do we think that Pirates cares, or will the MTN8 be enough? Calling knockout, will that be enough? And then they call it a day and, we'll try for Champions League next year. I don't know. But I think a real question is, does Pirates want to win this league? Let's see. What's your opinion on Paloni? I don't know. I prefer Tim. I prefer maybe Umakaula over Upaloni. I think Upaloni and Monare do a lot of the same thing. Monare might do it just at a higher level. I don't know. I don't think he does any of the Tim stuff. And as we say, he curls something just past the bar. So I don't know what he adds to Pirates. Like, I can tell you what everybody adds. If you look at Tim is a defensive shield. He's a very good presser from the middle. He wins the ball back a lot. He wins the ball a lot. He pressures the other opponents. Monare is a very good 6-8. I don't think he's a 6, but he plays in the 8 role, supports usually Usaleng on that side, on the right-hand side, attacks space very well. I can't tell you what Upaloni does. At least I can't tell you as yet. To be fair to him, he's only played Bomatra games this season. I can tell you what Ndlondlo does. Ndlondlo is the pacemaker of the team. He's the tempo keeper. I can tell you what different people do. Makaula is a hard man. Similar in the vein of Tim, but a little bit harder in terms of like more aggressive, right? But in terms of Baloni, in terms of Kim Vuudi, you don't know what they are just yet. And I don't know that Jose understands what they are. Shot Pirates, that should have been a goal. Yeah, Polokwane is now in defense mode, eh? Polokwane is in defense mode, deep defense mode. But let's see. Balon is always ghosting. Balon needs to be loaned. Oh, is this where Gavin Hunt's finishing school? I get when players are not doing well. You send them to Gavin Hunt's finishing school, they come back and they show you flames. So maybe he needs to go to Gavin Hunt's finishing school. Even if Pirates wins, the league will be lifted by the Yellow Nation. They can settle on position 2. What kind of football Pirates are they playing today? Prank calls, it feels like it's half and half. So it feels as though on one hand, they want Da to dictate. So we've seen Da get the ball, and over the past few games, they've been playing long balls out to the sides. But then it feels as though there's also a want to put the ball on the ground and play, especially when they get into the final third. So I think they need to balance that approach in order to do well in this game, and yeah, up to this point, I feel like Pirates is playing because Pirates has the ascendancy. It's the thing I always say: are you busy or are you effective? Right? You can look busy, you can run, you can do all those things, but are you effective in what you're doing? And Pirates has had a few chances through the fact that Polokwane City attacks. I told you guys that this will be an open game because Polokwane City is an attacking team. They also attack, and when you attack, you open up. So Pirates might be able to open up, but for the past 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, Polokwane City has been playing the low block, and the low block aims to frustrate. Because I think every team in the PSL has now seen that you can frustrate Pirates and you can keep them down for a little bit and you can hold them back, and they get frustrated and they get in themselves. So maybe just to see out the first half, the Emma's like, let's calm down. Correct. Even the type of players that are signed. Swallow's example has a coach on a year contract. Imagine what contract the player's on. Yeah, I don't want to be disrespectful, Pramchaka. Legend of broadcast to Pramchaka is on my Facebook. I don't want to be disrespectful. Yeah. Swallows has a coach on a year contract. There's no planning, Pramchaka. It's names. You know where you see it the most. You see it with the number of old players who get jobs immediately when they leave our Chiefs, our Pirates. You see them get jobs immediately. Motunali 34, 35, but they're the priority signing of a team. And it doesn't seem like they're being priority because they're good. It feels as though they're priority because I can now point to Uzbanbani's CV and say, Kila Dalla Chiefs, Kila Dalla Pirates or Sundowns, are they effective or not? You don't know, But we'll see. Pirates, man, bad decision making up there. Very, very bad decision making. Clarabon. If Pirates players train together on football. It's one thing to train. Playing is another thing. What do you see from Apolis? Dangerous on transition. Very counter-attacking player. But I think he suffers from what a lot of counter-attacking players suffer from, which is when they're given time to think, something happens. But if it's like one of those games that are just pow, 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 he can hurt you, Like even now, I think defensively it doesn't offer much. And because of that, Pirates it can overload the wings a little bit better, especially on the right-hand side. You'll see them do a lot of movement. I think he's a great attacking player, but in defense, he doesn't give you anything. But now, with Polokwane, they had some chances, man. They had some chances through that Hotombobo, but they didn't take advantage of it. Almost all the squad needs the Gavin Hunt programs. Actually, Hunt to coach Pirates. Hey, Lerata, I don't know. I don't think Hunt works. Coach Hunt works at a big team. I think Coach Hunt is one of those coaches where you need to leave him. He needs him and his 5 guys. Oh, Pirates, there we go. Oh, nice shot. Follow up. Ooh, Was Loch brought down there? Could that be a penalty shout? Was Loch brought down there when he was trying to go for the rebound? I think Gavin is not a big team coach. And I mean it not to say that he's not good enough to coach a big team. I just think, Gavin is one of those old school coaches, man. I don't imagine Gavin sitting with iPads and all of that stuff and 25 team members. He's like those coaches, man. Old school coaches where he watches the game. He needs to control everything. He needs to look at his own signings, bring in his own guys. What I love about Gavin is that he doesn't waste energy, right? He won't bring in somebody if he doesn't think that person would make the team better or play to what he wants to play. The issue is that at a big team, coaching is the last of your problems. Tactics is the last of your problems. You have to deal with the media. You're not going to have control. You have to, hey, Polokwane City. That was a free shot. That was a free shot. Heaven. Ke chauke hape. Se chauke. Ke mapena. Nah, I should have buried that one. You should have buried that one. These missed chances are going to be a problem. Here we go with the replay. Because Loch is going to say he was brought down here. Let's see. Loch. That was too soft. No way, Loch. No way. So I don't know if Gavin Hunt will do well. All I know is that if you have a young player that needs to shape up Ganyane, a young player that needs some structured game time, send him to Gavin Hunt. Gavin Hunt School of Finishing. Gavin Hunt School of Finishing there in Pitori, aka in Pitori/Polokwane. The player will come back amazingly. They're wasting balls, playing long balls. Technically, he's on loan at Swallows. Sundowns still pay half his salary. Hey, Mara, you guys. Okay, guys, I need a second. My 5-year-old just has been sitting in the bathroom for the past 10 minutes. So I need to check him out quickly. Just give me 2 minutes. Okay, crisis averted. Hey man, I'm sitting with my son. I'm left with him today, so I have to just check every now and then, guys. Every now and then. Let's see. But yeah, guys, our league needs to get serious, man. Our league needs to get serious. Just in general. Here, Polokwane doesn't even have a sponsor. You know, like a title sponsor, a shirt sponsor. And it's very sad because back in the day, Pirates, back in the day, just by virtue of being in the PSL, sponsors would line up, you know. Hey, Balon is really trying to score a goal to silence us, eh? Keeper, uya, piegale pola. Mahopa still needs to improve. He can't position himself. Gavin Hunt's School of Finishing School. That's where he needs to go. Also, I think the thing is, there was a point where Pirates had such a complicated front where you needed to, players were interchanging and going back and forth and doing all that stuff, that coming in as a striker, it's very tough to mesh with that when you haven't been playing. As part of the reason why in the beginning of the season, if you guys remember, one of the questions I kept asking was, when is Jose going to play these players? You know, when is Jose going to try these guys out? Back when Pirates had like a huge backlog of matches and they were playing a lot of matches at the beginning of the season, when is he going to try these guys out? And when he tries these guys out, When are they going to get on form? So I guess he's using this time now because, I mean, there's nothing else really. Keep calling knockout, net bank, and let's be honest, the way the league is structured, I don't think it's going to be super taxing. The way if they made it into the Champions League, it was going to be tough for them to play. They'd need 2 first teams. So I think Makgopa is going to get time, but then you also ask the question, while Makgopa is getting his time and getting better, when last did we see Lipasa? And when Lipasa comes on, will he be ready? Guys, managing teams, I sit here and I speak a lot, but you have to be honest. That is niet pap en vlees nie. Maracocha Pirates is stubborn. Okay, guys, wait. If Pirates don't win this game, so let's say they draw. How would you feel about Urivero? And remember, on Monday we discussed Urivero and how he's playing and all of that stuff. How would you guys feel about Urivero? Because now, if Pirates were to draw this game, they'd have played. Oh, this is the 7th game. Yeah, Pirates draw this game, they would have played 7 games. They'd be on 10 points. A good 9 behind SuperSport, and the 2 games that Pirates would play, the 6 points would probably only put them actually level with Polokwane, probably on 5th. How would you feel about the Jose? In his 2nd season. Pela, back in the day, these foreign coaches that were coaching our Pirates, seeing a 3rd season, man, is a dream. You have to do everything that you have to do. Even Ukrol won that treble, and then they were like, nah, it's okay. Pirates on the attack again. There we go. Goal. Who scored? Oh, Tito. Tito scored. Lodge finally got the ball right. Let me update the score. Lodge finally got a ball on time and proper. Hey guys, Kosen. They've been looking for that. To be fair to them, they've been looking for that. But Polokwane City's defense had been really good. They were just a tad bit too slow to see that run. But Lodge has been looking for this ball for two games now. He's been looking for this goal, and usually he gives it to a defender, puts it on their feet. So they opened up. Now we care. We want 3 points, please. One of the Pirates guys. Yeah, Tito scored, assist Lodge. Let me see. Pirates still have Maru. Yes, they still have Maru. Saleng is on the bench. Sinja Saleng is on the bench. But Maru is not. It just sounded that. No. I'm not saying he must go. Guys. I'm not saying he must go. Let's not do that again. I'm not saying he must go. If they draw, we conclude that he only wants to win dirty with cup games, says Lerato. Tito assist. Lodge is on fire. Sinja says we care. No, I saw a board saying that Pirates cares. One of the Pirates fans had a we care board. Mara, that Tito position should have been occupied by Makgopa. Actually, yeah, that's actually true. Makgopa or Mavuvu. Because I think Makgopa actually did well there because he made the run that dragged the center back. Towards the line. So I think Mavuvu should have finished that off. But Utito, as Streets always says, Utito plays sort of like a 10. So I'm not surprised that he finished it. Makgopa is just running around like a headless chicken. But he made the space for that goal. Sure, Jose. Why is it that after coaches score a goal, like after the team score a goal, they always bring the players in and act like, no, Nyani coacha, guys. Nyani coacha. It's always so weird to watch when coaches do that. But Pirates is 1-0 up. Pirates is 1-0 up. It's been a fairly even game. I think Polokwane had the better chance up until the goal. Polokwane had a better chance with that point blank save by Buthelezi. So we'll see how it plays out. But Pirates is in the lead. And this is the thing about Pirates. You know how I always say that they're emotional? Once Pirates goes 1-0 up, they could score 4. You know, they could score 4. They have an ability to turn it on. But I think the players that are on there are not as dangerous. Abano Saleng, in this situation, could score 2 if he wants. So let's see how Polokwane deal with that. Credit must go to the coach. Remember when they lose... Tim's defense splitting passes common. He did it to Saleng against Chiefs, and Erasmus scored. Yeah, it was a very good pass. It was a very good pass. But remember what I told you guys, because Polokwane is open, they're also going to be open. On Balone, I think Pirates have another Abel Mawaso there. Okay, interesting. It's a very interesting comparison. I don't know. We have yet to see. I think I'm giving them some games, like the players that didn't play for Pirates. I'm giving them some games for us to see what exactly they are. Because Pirates is infamous, man. If once they click and they find their people, you're not going to get game time. You're not going to get game time. Apolis needs to go to the Hunt School of Finishing. Guys, Hunt could actually make a job out of this. Happy is always complaining about a thin squad. He must just position himself as a place where you send your budding stars for him to just polish them off. Then he'll be fine. He'll always have somebody. But he's really good, yeah. He's got potential. I think the problem with the PSL is that there's a lot of players who've got potential, but the problem is that there's a very few teams that can actually help you with your potential. I think SuperSport is a very good place to go when you are a potential player. You know, when you've got something, Gavin will use you and play you, you know, and I think through all the years, I think Gavin right now, I think he's easily the most tenured coach right now in the league. He started coaching like 95. So I think he's mastered the art of doing that. Then you've got his Sundowns, where through, you know, the wonder of technology and how forward thinking they are, you will get better as a player. You just might not play. You have to take your chance when you get it, you know. Ooh, keeper. What a free kick shot. That was cheeky. Come on, Tito tried to curl it into the corner. So I think SuperSport, I think Sundowns, Stellies to a degree, those are places where you'll get better as a player. Pirates, unfortunately, is not one of them. Polokwane City is not one of them. You know, so Labo Paloni, Labo Kimviudi, will they get better? I don't know. But Vovo, kill Vovo in starting, man. Maybe as fans, we don't know tactics after all. Agent. I feel like they're just playing football that doesn't fit to Umabububu. I think Umabububu needs to learn how to move like Mfuke. But Mfuke understands that Masangwani likes to come inside to the 10. So when he comes inside, I need to be proactive and go outside. Like, it's a movement thing. But Umabububu wants to play 10 with Masangwani on 10. You know, with Tim now pushing up, with Baloni pushing up, there's not enough space there. So you need to try find room. That's where Munare, I guess Munare's best attribute is that one. Guti, Umunare, when Saleng drops back, he sees the space and goes and attacks the space. Umfukeng and Masangwanyi, when Masangwanyi comes in, Mufukeng doesn't go all the way wide, but he makes himself available. Umavuvu needs to learn that thing, you know. So Tabona, if Mavuvu gets that thing right. Okay, so it's halftime. So guys, you know how halftime plays out. Because we only have 15 minutes, I allow only 4 people in. Then we can have a conversation about what we are seeing here. Hey, what am I doing? What we're seeing here, and then you know, just have a quick chat. Then at the end of the game, that's when I'll let everybody in, and then we can all get our 2 minutes to speak about the game. We do the analysis part of this properly and dive deep. We do that on Mondays on my show, Mondays to Friday, 12:30 in the afternoon, Monday to Wednesday at 8 p.m. So I'm going to let in the guys for the halftime talk. There's still space. So if you guys want to jump on, feel free to jump on. Malume Kuto, how are you, my brother?
Man, how are you, Mr. OT?
I'm good. Tell me, what are your thoughts about this first half?
So far so good. Finally, they're answering you, Mr. OT. Playing against a low block, and we are breaking it. We are cracking this egg.
Maraki half low block, ena.
Yeah, it's kind of king. 2/3 of 1,000 or whatever they say. However you put it, right? They half. Sometimes they try and sit back, but the nature of the players just comes to the fore. Bo Apolis and Bo Mapena. You can see Rabamami. The instruction is clear to stay back, but Bo Nagabo when they decide to attack. When Apolis is 1v1 Munyane, it's always a win for Munyane. So Apolis sometimes has to cheat and stay up and let Umunyane go. And once he's one-on-one with someone else, with Munyane recovering, that's where the chances come. So
hey, but Tim is covering that space, eh?
And knowing Tim, he doesn't have the chest and the legs to do that. I understand. He might come off injured. But what I like about the Pirates, right? Of course, winning, so we'll shower them with praises. What I like about the Pirates is the fact that they scout players and they give them somewhat a fair chance. And the scouting has been good. I'm here pick up Baloni so far. I can see why after maybe 2 weeks in camp, the coach was like, Goodman said, I think you need to go out on loan. Because I can't justify just putting this boy on the bench. And Luena, you're really good to stay on the bench for the whole season. Try and go play somewhere else. It makes so much sense now watching Opalon because he's got a lot to offer. And he has one thing that we've missed, not only Go Pirates, but South African football. Midfielders taking shots. He's really trying. The other guy who did that was promised fists. He was promised hands. And that's Yusuf Mart. I was like, oh, coach, why are you promising Mart hands? He's really just taking shots. So far, so good. Happy to see Lodge combining with Maswangai. Happy to see them appreciate each other. I think chemistry is important, and it seems like they're building it so far.
Okay. Let me bring in Sinjay. Sinjay, how are you, my brother?
Well, I'm all right.
What do you think of this game so far?
Interesting tactics that we are seeing in terms of the style of play with the coach. Interesting to see Tim forming part and parcel of the back three when Umonyane and Otto go up. You see him joining Da and Koke at the back, be it on the left or right hand side. That's very interesting to see. Then I saw Koke in the 18 area there.
Hey,
with that header back. With that header back, you could see that he's a defender. Because if it was a striker, maybe would have tried something spectacular, whether it's a super kick or something of that nature. Interesting, but you see now Koke is in the 18 area. It means that Tim and Zipanoid, they have to stay back. That's why I'm saying I find this tactic very strange. It's quite interesting to see it. from Polokwane side, I think what's this guy's name? He needs to learn to Mabena. He needs to scan the field because every time he receives the ball at the edge or the 13-yard of the field, he doesn't see his wingers that are making run. He doesn't see Chauke. He doesn't see Apollos. He doesn't see Ramabu going forward. He takes a shot where I think he could have easily passed the ball to create something, you know. Had he done that, I think it would have been a different story. Had Chauke scored that goal or better positioned himself to hit the ball with his foot rather than his knee, we would also be saying a different story. So I think Polokwane City for me have missed about 3 chances that I felt they were clear
proper
cut.
chances.
Yeah. So them being not clinical was going to cost them this game. I like what I would dare say. I like that they attack when they want to attack. They don't attack when they have to attack, which is something very interesting to see. Is that they're not just attacking because now they have the ball. They wait. They become patient. They make those runs. I think it's just a matter of the front three learning to work with each other. Then I think they're going to be good to see Chulot being clinical with his run and his crosses. As you said, that he's been trying those runs for the past.
He's been looking for that ball. He's been ball
specifically. He's been looking for that for that rhythm for a very long time. I'm happy to see him. I'm happy to see that. I want to see more. I want to see a playmaker, man. This is boring, man. This thing I'm watching, but Pirates. Give me a ball player, man. Hey,
it's not as boring as that Amazulu one, but we'll get into it. Streets, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you?
I'm good, Mr. Uchi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Tell me, what did you see from the first half?
Mr. Uchi?
Yes, I can hear you. I think there's a bit of an issue there. Yeah, network.
Sorry, I missed your okay. I missed your text earlier. Sorry, I was busy. Or is it my network?
Yeah, it's a network.
Okay, let me try to log off and then I'll come back on.
Okay.
When the match finishes.
Okay, no stress. Nzalama, how are you?
Okay.
Hey, how's it going, my brother?
Hey, man, so much better ever since you've subscribed over on YouTube. Thank you, my brother, for joining the memberships that side. Tell me, what did you see from this game, this first half?
No, me myself, I'm from Limpopo. I was born in Limpopo, but raised in Soweto. So you can imagine the type of game I'm watching. Like, at one time I want Polokwane to score, at one time I want Paris to score. So I'm in between, but it's a beautiful game, man. Just that we haven't seen goals. I think both teams got chances, especially Polokwane. Like, they've got clear chances. I think Mabena could have scored. Chauke also could have scored. It could have been like 2-2, I think. Because Pirates also had those nice chances as well. But I think it's a norm now. Like, when we watch PSL games, we don't expect so many goals anymore. You know, it's the way it is, man. Yeah, but the people that stand out for me, on the Pirates side, it's Maswangani and Lodge. You know, Lodge uvugile wafethu. But it's the thing. Like, every year we say Lodge uvugile. I don't know why it's like that. Like, every year we have Lodge. Yeah,
Derby.
Hey, what's good, Derby? Ngiyakutshela. And then on the Polokwane side, Umabena, I feel like he's doing good. He's just not combining with the players, but he's getting that space in order for him to like, he could have got a goal for me. Yeah. So yeah, also on Apollos, great player, that guy. Great player. I've been watching his movement. Defenders have trouble with that player. We saw the same thing with Sundowns. I can't remember when, but hey, he was terrorizing them that day.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna come back. Let me go to Malumekuzo. Let's talk about the Polokwane. Is this what shows you that sometimes don't play with the handbrake? If you're going to play attacking, play attacking. If you're going to defend. This half and half, it created a situation where it's almost like they fell asleep a little. What did you say to that? Should they just trust and say, you know what, guys, we're going to attack for the whole half, or we're going to defend for a whole half, but this picking and choosing leaves them a bit open?
Watching the type of defenders they have, they've got good attackers, but with the defenders they have, if they attack full on, they'll get beaten by my 5. Those defenders need assistance. I understand. They need to double up. Those defenders 1v1. If you check most of our chances, it's every time Polokwane City pushes to the 18 area, just over the 18 area, and then they become extremely weak. But when they're in the box with the midfielder sitting on top of the defense, it becomes a bit of a more difficult question for Pirates. But every time the midfielders try and play their own football, try to move the ball around, that's where Polokwane City becomes open. So they need to find a way around that, because I feel if they release the handbrake completely, that's where we'll get Bomber 5.
But they were so bright in the beginning.
Yeah, maybe in the beginning they were so bright because we had not found our rhythm. Remember, what I'm seeing between Ulosh and Maswangai, they really trying to build a relationship between them. You understand? You can see that some passes are like they flirting. I can understand that. You can see with even the celebration with okay boy, they trying to build the chemistry. So it's understandable which in the first few minutes, Polokwane City might have had the advantage, including Opaloni, also trying to get into the mix. This is actually almost a whole new team if you think about it, from the one that had started the season. I understand. So we're still getting into our groove. So any team playing against Pirates, I expect them, even Kanakin Cape Town Spurs, if you think about it.
Yeah.
If Amazon was more adventurous, they would have gotten chances. They were not interested in playing football. But anyone interested in playing football actually does get chances. Because remember what we had pointed out, and I think Usinje showed, which the coach has also seen it and has provided an answer, was that Unda and Ukogi were far apart, and it was scary. So team has been given an instruction to say, occupy that space. One understand. Okay. That's why Munar is on the bench. So yes, it's a combination of two factors. Polokwane City might have looked good, but also they're playing against a team that's still learning each other. I know it's halfway through the season, but that's what we have on the table.
Score prediction?
4-1 Pirates.
4-1 Pirates. Yeah. CJ, Polokwane City, they started bright. They put Pirates under pressure. They got some chances. But then it almost feels like halfway through that half, they were like, you know what, let's go and sit back. And then you start seeing Apolis becoming less useful in what they were trying to do. Should teams that come and play Pirates come out and decide whether then we're going to attack, full out and attack and go toe-to-toe, or we're going to sit back? Because it seems like this half and half confused them a bit, and maybe that's where that goal came from.
And it also depends where are you when you are playing Pirates. I think also Polokwane City realized that these points are going to be vital towards the end of the season. So when you're playing against Pirates, you're looking at yourself, you're number 5. A positive result, whether it's a draw or a win, makes you remain in the top 8. And also, which would be helpful when you play a lesser team that is in the bottom. So I think they wanted to settle the game quite early in to put Pirates on the back foot and make Pirates chase the game. So I think that is why they made those break runs in attack. It's a pity that they didn't capitalize in them, because it would have actually made them get what they wanted from this game. So, and I think once now, you must understand, if you have a plan to say, I'll settle Pirates early in the early minutes of the game, and you don't get it, now you're like, what are we going to do now? Because now Pirates is building momentum as well.
But then didn't they help didn't they help that momentum? Because the way I see it, they decided to sit back and they were like, okay, fine, we had our shot, we didn't take it, and we're sitting back.
Okay.
But now you'll see that Pirates is exploiting that left-hand side of theirs, because Apolis is not a defensive player at all. And, you know, especially on the wings, that momentum and that confidence came from that. Shouldn't they just go, you know what, Apolis, rather Pirates has to think about you than us pulling you back.
Yeah. Look, maybe let's see what the coach is going to do in the second half. But I would also not want Apollos to be as defensive as I see Lodge also becoming defensive, because I see Lodge also dropping way back. So, man, listen, it's one of those games. We expect Polokwane City to lose, but we hope that they might win. So it's one of those things that we are also in between. We know that Pirates has got the club. They've got the players, they've got the depth, they've got the quality. So they are expected to win. And I think Polokwane City is thinking the same thing. We are expected to lose, but we want to create an upset as well.
The score prediction?
I think it's going to be like 2-1, maximum 3-1 to Pirates.
To Pirates, okay. And Zalama, this Polokwane City team came out bright, but then for some reason they decided to sit back and defend. Was that a good decision?
I think they were too scared of Pirates. That's why they decided to stand back. If they come up with like a mentality, come into the game with a mentality that we don't care who you are, we're gonna come and play our football, then they will win many games, because they do have the potential, bro. Like they play short passes, but they amount to those passes amount to something. I saw Nda doing like tackles, like, you know, he had to do something special in order to stop some of the attempts from Polokwane, you know. So if Polokwane keeps on attacking, I don't think the defenders of Pirates will keep up, you know.
Okay.
So yeah, they need to attack more and stop sitting back. Polokwane is a team, like, you would expect them to concede maybe one goal, but they need to score like 3 goals in order to win the game. So there's no point of sitting back, you know.
Okay.
There's
No, but
really
then, like, shouldn't they, man, at some point, man, shouldn't Polokwane say, but we're fifth on the log? You know, we're fifth on the log. Let's go out and play this game.
It's that thing that, you know, they're playing Pirates and they're never, you know. I understand. I understand their frustration. But they really need to change that mentality, man. They need to. I wish the coach is motivating them, you know, in order for them to come back into the game.
Okay, what's your score prediction?
My score prediction is 3-2 to Polokwane City. 3-2. Yeah.
3-2 to Polokwane.
Yes.
Why are you letting the place where you were born take over the place where you grew up, man? It's
let's see what pops, but
No, let's see. We'll speak again after the game. Guys, as like I always tell you guys, at the end of the game, I let everybody in and everybody gets their 2 minutes. It's very interesting. I think Polokwane City is a dangerous team. I think Polokwane City is a team that can shock a couple of teams and should shock a couple of teams. And they showed a little bit of it at the beginning of the game. You know, they had their chances. Pirates was on the back seat. They didn't have any confidence. The players don't have any rhythm. They're trying to find themselves. Polokwane City played. The issue is that when you get to a certain point in the half and then you try and defend. So now that thing we're playing Pirates has come and hit them, and now they're going on to defend. The issue is that the players that you have on the pitch, you think of Apolis, you think of Abo Ramabu, unnecessarily very good defensively. So now you're playing a low block, but then your low block is missing 3 players. Pirates is running up the wing. Pirates is overloading wings. Pirates can find space in behind. And then you think to yourself, maybe you guys should have just carried on attacking. Because at some point you have to go, do I want to defend this whole game? Or can I make sure that team can't push forward. So when Umonyani pushes forward on the right-hand side, I need you to think about Apolis. But if Apolis is also half defending and half sitting back and half doing whatever, then it becomes an issue because then Pirates can go forward and go play, you know? Similar to what happened with TS Galaxy versus Sundowns. If TS Galaxy had decided that, guys, we've got the 2-0 ascendancy, let's carry on playing, right? They decided to sit back. Sundowns got confidence and got to get back into the game. Same as this Pirates game, you know? So I think at some point, these teams have to start thinking to themselves, you know what, guys? We were actually playing very well. We were very dangerous. We were forcing Pirates to have to commit Tim back, to have to not have Munyane go very high, not have Hoto go very high, right? They actually exploited Hoto's side in the first few minutes. But if you're going to now you're going to sit back and allow Hoto to go up and Munyane to go up and Pirates to combine, and you're going to get hurt. But we'll see how it plays out. Like I said, Pirates is the team that if they go 1-0 up versus you, they can win by 5. You know, they can score 3 goals, 4 goals, 5 goals if they want to, right? So now it becomes trying to hold Pirates back or trying to keep them contained, you know, whereas a lot of teams have frustrated Pirates. But we'll see. Very different game to Amazulu, so I'm glad for that. I'm very glad for that. Very glad that we get to watch teams that are playing. Like even right now, Polokwane is actually attacking. Hey, bad cross. Polokwane is actually attacking. Unlike that game we watched. The Pirates on the weekend. Not on the weekend. Was it on Monday? Jeez, man. Oh, that was boring. Let me see. So yeah, guys, let's see how the second half shapes up, and let's see if Polokwane can come back and do a little something. You know, I really want them to do a little something, man. I think some of these teams just like a little bit of belief. You know, just a little bit more belief, and you'd see something. Oh, and on the Paloni thing, that is the playmaker, guys. I think they're just trying to get the ball up the pitch, and once they get up the pitch, they just want to, you know, they'll see if the combinations work up there. Guys, just look at Apolis, man. He's lost there. He's not a defensive player. Look, he's just running around. And now look, because he's running around up there, there's an overload. Pirates plays it through. Let's see. Pirates had a chance there. Alright, guys, keeper, defense, speak. Hey, Polokwane, it's not the first time this has happened. That defense and the keeper are not speaking. That was a nice ball. Don't think Karim understands he's the number 10. Yeah. But Streets, do you know what I think it is? I think Karim is getting caught up in the movement. Similar to Umahopa. I think the movement up front is, I don't want to say confusing them, but it's so different that I think they have to pick between playing and adding numbers and doing that tiki-taka type thing up front and moving and tapping and moving. And I think Karim is going, you know what, I'm going to go back and fetch the ball. I want to be more comfortable and go fetch the ball very deep. So I don't think him and the rest of the team have an understanding. Him and Mahopa, I think they're a bit lost as to what their actual roles are meant to be, you know? Hey, Mahopa's even worse, man. Now look, Kinviudi has gone more wide. Yeah, no, they're confused, man. Loch is now playing 10. They need Ndlondlo, these guys. Ndlondlo makes sense of all of this stuff. I think there's 2 or 3 players there in that attack that don't know what to do. Hey, Apolis. I told you guys, if you give Apolis time, he's not going to do anything. He's a transition guy. Okapile Maswanganyi. Let's see. Why is Ndlondlo not playing? He's not even on the team, so maybe they're trying to hide him. Maybe that eye injury is a bit stronger than it was meant to be, or what we thought it was. I don't know. Maybe it's that, Theo. And I think he was going to get game time because Rulani wanted him. Yeah, it's the eye problem. Prank calls. Hey, hopefully it's not like bad. Hopefully he can come back. Pirates on the attack again. Okay, that was nice. Mavuvuvu's now a winger. We see things here. Me, I just want them to show, man. Show some balls, man. Show some balls, especially versus these big teams. Some of these teams suffer from just not trying. Try and play. Go out there and give them a game, man. Who knows? You know? Manje, you guys have tried to be pragmatic, not liwa still. Okay, let's see. Pirates on the attack again. Move around, Mavuvuvu, man. Yeah, I think they've put him on the wing so that he can get the ball a lot more. I think they're trying to satisfy that thing because there's Loch running centrally. I don't know how effective Loch is going to be there in the center, to be honest with you, but we'll see. Maybe he wants to get on the back of the ball that he played, hoping somebody will give him that ball. I don't know. The chemistry of these guys is not as strong as that chemistry of that Paris team that played the first few games, obviously, because they played more games. Here we go, Polokwane. Cross it back. Okay, Polokwane is still on the attack. They've gone wide. Show me your number, Nyana. Oh, that cross was deep. Yeah, I think the chance is gone now. Yeah, the chance is gone now. Pirates has come back, but okay, Polokwane still has the ball to their credit. Oh, Apolis. Hey, Apolis trying to score spectacular there. Patla cheaper keeper lining. Hola. Which website can I use to watch the match? I have to say Dstv stream. Dstv stream or 202. But hey, this guy's putting weird links on my Facebook, so you can check out the Facebook page right now. But I have to say Dstv stream 202 and on 202. Guys, it is the second half, so please add 45 minutes to whatever you see on the timer. I added the courtesy of having second half written there at the top, so just to make it a little bit easier, because yeah, some people were jumping in thinking the match was just starting. I have a problem with my timer. Now you guys are just crossing balls for no reason. Now they're just putting in balls for no reason. Polokwane, they were playing, man. They were playing. I'm glad they've woken up. They must take off that handbrake, man. Just play. That's what I want to see, man. You know, back in my day, back in the day when you used to watch PSL Boma 2005, you never know when Black Leopards are going to give you a tough time in J out of the blue because you're nyatzing them, you know. You used to have tough games. Celtic, you used to have tough games all over. But a lot of these small teams, they just roll over when it's time to play the big teams. Yes, you're playing Orlando. Even better. It's a trend tomorrow if you score the goal. So play hard, you know. I don't think teams in the PSL are as bad as they make themselves out to be or as bad as they act. Mr. did you see Paris scoring again? It's tough to say. Honestly, no. But then I think it will depend on if Polokwane get a goal. Because Pirates is now in a low block. Pirates is in a low block, and they now have that problem of Abolocha just running around now. So I don't think so. I don't think Pirates is going to score again, unless it's like a break. Maybe they'll score on a break, and then if they get the second one, they'll probably go for 3. But right now, it doesn't look like it. Polokwane City look like scoring, but nah, but if they don't score and they miss some chances, Pirates is going to profit from the football gods. You know, the football gods don't like it when you don't take your chances. Where was that shot? Why would you take a shot from there? Nigani, why would you do that? Alright, guys. No, it's not half time. Oh, guys, second half. It's on right now. It's on right now. Second half. I gotta give up. Oh, ngale man, you busy. Ngale go poke. Well, go poke, go poke. The Tabawana Sunday when they play. Hopefully, they win that World Cup. Finally, the rugby is coming to it. We actually had this conversation on the members only stream. Fridays are members only. To be a member, you join on YouTube. So if you go into my YouTube now, there's a join button. It's 20 Rand a month or 60 Rand a month or 160 Rand a month. You get to choose, but it also gives you access to our WhatsApp group. There's an Overthinking Football WhatsApp group where we speak about football. So last night and today, we had chats about the Springboks and that love, the Springboks, and how it's manufactured and why it's not there for Abo, Banyana and things like that. So I had a very, very interesting chat. So this fake love thing you're saying here, agent. Mara asiko lapo. Oh, Mabubu's coming off. Mabubu's coming off. Now Polokwane should be worried because Saleng hasn't scored for a while. The game is 1-0. Polokwane is attacking. Saleng wants to score, guys. Saleng is the most dangerous player for me in these situations. I know he's been quiet for a bit. He now understands that when you're a 10 at Pirates, you're not a 10. You move around. And you're not going to get the ball like that. Let's see. I'm happy you didn't do live shows. I did do a live show. The live show was for subscribers. Fridays is for subscribers and members, guys. Think about the book. I'm thinking about this book. Borowski, unfortunately, I can't put the game on because I will be banned. I've been banned a few times. Pirates going to score on the counter. They're just waiting for Polokwane. NDK, that's what I'm thinking. Especially now with Saleng on the pitch. Maswanganyi must move to 10. He understands it better. True. He does. I think the person that is messing up the chemistry or how they used to play is Uloch. That's what I think. I think Uloch, the introduction of Loch messed up what they used to do. Hang on. Sorry about that. I'm back. So I was saying, I think it's Loch. Loch is messing up the vibe because they're trying to fit him in. And rightfully so. You have to try fit players in because I've been crying for rotation. So part of rotation is the growing pains. So I think that took Maswanganyi out of it. He's very good with Tito. He's very good with Mfukeng. Him and Mfukeng had a very good understanding with each other. When who's playing 10. So now, when he's playing alone there, or when there's Erasmus on the pitch and they're doing that overloading thing, they go missing. Now Kim Viudi doesn't have the same connection with Tito, so but yeah, I think they'll come along. But maybe Tito should be the number 10. I think Pirates is missing a proper 10. Pirates is missing a regista, deep lying playmaker. So we'll see. I told him, so he's saying agent is like Usail. 70, they must introduce Lepasa. Oh, you meant watch along for the rugby? Hey guys, no. But they've handicapped me on subscriber on YouTube, but I found a way around that. Yes, please. When the way you don't want to be found out. But just let me know. Send me when you do sign up on YouTube. Just send me a DM on TikTok. Just let me know what I should say. Ish, Kambala comes off. Just let me know what the name is. Then I'll be sure not to say it. Then I'll be sure not to say it or show it. Surely you can just come up with a fake Google account, a separate Google account. Goal. Oh, Mahopa. Crossed by Paris. Mahopa puts it on the side netting. Yeah, he's starting to hear the Lepasa noise. Starting to hear Lepasa warming up. He has to do something. Paris momentum has dropped. They need Lepasa now. Yeah, I think Paris was defending, which is very odd. But one thing, when Saleng comes onto the pitch, they will go up. Look at where Hoto is. Shame on Polokwane City for not taking advantage of Paris' left-hand side. Hoto is gone most of the time there. Saleng, that's not where you're supposed to play. Ooh, team. Ow. As well, I'm for. No, just make a unidentified YouTube and then sign up through that one. No one will know. Mahoba needs to come out, but she's the only one who has it. My life is easier when I'm not known. No, I understand. Wahib, how are you? How are you doing? Guys, remember, just add 45 to whatever my clock says, and you've got the time. We are in the second half. Tim, my corner, that was funny. Tim shouldn't be up there. Tim doesn't know how to do those things. His legs were heavy big time there. Let's see. Tim shouldn't be up there. What is Tim doing up there? Let's be honest. That's like replaying him up there is weird, man. That should be a role for like Abu Mabubu, Abu Munare. Maybe Munare should also come on so he can just take that role. Okay, Pirates just saved the corner there. Oki saved the corner. I want Polokwane City to selfishly score so that we can see more of the game. No, Wahib, it's normal PSL, it's normal league. I get a Pirates has to catch up with all the games in hand. But Rivero is a pure plama, it said so. Should if Rivero's a plumber, the other ones don't know taps because he's doing better than them. Team in Palonia, it said so that midfield, I actually think he should sacrifice. I think he should play Tim. Oh, Saleh. Hits it over. Oh no. What a recovery. I think he should sacrifice. He should play one defensive mid, Tim, keep him in defensive mid, and then you can then bring on Abo. You can play Abo, Kim Viudi, some of the ball players. I mean, Makaringa's also on the bench, guys. Makaringa's there on the bench. Abo Tadisa. Make them sort of a double 10. Make it a 6, a 8, and a 10. But then have the 8 be almost like a 10 now. Play more of a 10 role, keep one defensive player, and then I think you'll be fine. Look at how far Hoto's going. He took a shot there. Look at how far Hoto's going. Polokwane is not taking advantage. This would be our game in hand. Who would you use as a playmaker or proper 10? I like the role that Utito plays. I would want either, it's 3 guys that I think are proper 10. I think Kapinga would be good there, but I don't know. I think he's maybe still injured. I don't know. I would play Kim Viudi there, but even though we didn't see anything. But no, Utladisa's there. Utladisa could probably play that position. In a perfect world. But actually, you could actually change it. You could have Tito as a 10 because Loch is playing on the left anyway. So Tito, Loch, Kemang, Lepasa or Mahopa. And then on the right-hand side, Ghana today, who do they play on the right-hand side? Today they played... Masangwani was half right. You know, Saleng could go on the right-hand side. And you could play Tito as 10, actually. As Streets was saying. But I think the problem is you don't have a deep lying. Pirates plays best when they've got a 6 who's got the ball, who controls the ball, who plays the ball. And then he's the one who dictates how up front will play. Because up front is about inter-movement and all of that stuff. I don't think you have your 10 is a proper playmaker. I just think when they get up there, Baba Chala, which no guys, and done something. Nikut mandlala nonke. Players want to play, but it's confusing them. But who will invert if you play one pivot? Otto. I think because Otto goes up, somebody can tuck in. So maybe not the traditional Salengen Lodge. Maybe then you play Mavuvuvu and then you have an extra person inside. Maybe. Because Otto's already flying up there. So, yeah. You don't necessarily have to invert anyone, I think. That's the risk of having between Saleng and Headless Chicken who runs aimlessly more. For me, Tito seems to be good at manipulating the ball, so it might be the perfect 10. 2 midfielders bring stability, so having Loch in the 10 would be creative. That should be Makaula. This double pivot. Paris doesn't even play, honestly, they don't even usually play with even a single pivot. When they were playing Ndlondo and Monare, both of them defensively were not there, hey? Although Saleng was the real deal. Oh! Polokwane City! Zati 1-1. Zati 1-1. Mashikinya alishikinyisa hanyane. It is now 1-1 on the scoreboard. It is now 1-1 on the scoreboard. What a shot. It is now 1-1 on the scoreboard. Can Pirates come back? Yeah, guys, this is the second game in hand. There's 3 games in hand. This is the second game in hand. If you can only take 2 points from 9. Polokwane City will surprise many teams. But that's what I was saying. Play, guys. Play. Stop this thing of sitting back and respecting Pirates. Play. You get what I mean? I said in the beginning, Polokwane City is a very good team. Here comes Monare. As I said, Monare is going to come on. He's probably come on for Tim. Is he come on for Tim? No, Tim is still on the pitch. Oh, Polokwane. Play, guys. How Abohoto were taking shots in your up there by your box. Hey, Erasmus is also on the pitch. Okay, that I don't know. Okay, Paloni on for Lodge. Oh, Paloni and Lodge off, sorry. Monare and Erasmus on. Yeah, he's single pivot. He's going single pivot. Tim is going to sit back. Are they going to make Erasmus do that thing where he does the 10? Hey, your Paris looking to reply same time. Monyane forcing a save. Now this game is hot. At least now we'll see the last 17 minutes is going to be hot. Because Polokwane finally believes in themselves, man. Oh, should have played the ball to the center, boy. Should have played that ball to the center. Polokwane players better when they have nothing to lose. Remember the Sundowns game? Yeah, that's true. It's just that they wake up too late, agent. They wake up too late. Guys, they're 5th on the log, for crying out loud. Polokwane City is 5th on the log. They're one of the better teams in the league right now. They should play like it. Ay, Munke. Oh. Munke. Why does it look like Munare is playing left back, sort of? Okay, Hoto now. Polokwane City has a bunch of ballers. I like how well old this team is. I see them making top 10. They could even go further, I believe. My question for Pirates is why they have all this quality yet they struggle to beat these small teams. Theo, simple leading. There's no cup that you can win here. I know the league is a cup, but there's no cup that you can win here. I see the knockout. If this was a knockout game, Pirates would be a different team. They all said this team will challenge Sundowns for the league title. But Ed, I like the username. Remember, I asked the question, Guti. Everybody's saying Pirates is the second best team in the league, but how far are they from Sundowns? The 16 points last season. What is this season going to look like? So when we say second, it makes it sound as though Pirates is like right next to Sundowns. But then you have to ask the question, Guti, are they going to close gaps? Being inconsistent, you know? He's a cup manager. Yeah, he's a cup manager. He very, very much a cup manager. Mashinika used to terrorize Chiefs when he was at Celtics. Hey, man. There's one other player that gave us very, very bad sleepless nights. The Polky offside traps, they can't even win the league. Tomorrow we're playing. Hey, Theo, please. Let's deal with that as it comes. We'll deal with that as it comes. Maybe PK Mara. This season there'll be 20 points behind. How can you say the final wins 3 managers in a row if it's more league consistency is very hard. We must watch out for Polokwane City and Golden Arrows this season. Still a long way to go, guys. It's still a very long way to go. But our Polokwane City should be taking advantage of these things, you know, these games. Now I understand why I say Pirates are an emotional team. You see, Lerato. You see what I mean? I wonder if Borodni are there hitting the drums. Abo Molume Kutso are not at the stadium. So when Pirates scores, usually they go up. They go up. And then, from that point on, it's lit. Anything can happen. They're going to score 4 goals. But if they don't do this, Pirates is going to be wishy-washy. Happy. Or what if Polokwane City scored first? Pirates would be on fire. But because Polokwane City scored second, this might just end as a 1-1 draw. You know? You never know. Okay, what's the final now? Okay, Rapadu coming on for Chauke. Chauke missed a chance in the first half. He missed a chance in the first half. Yeah. That would have shocked Pirates, man. I think it was it was before 10 minutes. Point blank. Tap in. Let's see if Pirates can come back from this. You know? The trend outside of the MTN 8, Pirates had been struggling in their games, Seems to have continued. Amazulu held them to a 0-0 just earlier this week. Now, Polokwane City seems to be doing the same. I don't know, man. Maybe he made the changes too early. But this shows that in the league, Pirates are just an ordinary team, says Theo. Yeah, our league is full of ordinary teams. Our league is ordinary teams. Anybody can beat anybody. Just lucky enough that Abu Pirates have enough quality that even though they've been beaten and all of that stuff, they still end up better because the rest of the league is also not anywhere. Turan Gang is crashing Bedway. La Kashauta. Hey, PK. Please leave us alone, PK. Please leave us alone, PK. We'll speak about that tomorrow. But yeah, guys, our league. Look, man, I just feel like our league is anybody can beat anybody on any given day except for Sundowns. Sundowns is the only consistent team in the league, you know? So the others, the inconsistency will land them far away. And think about it. Sundowns won 16 points last year, 13 points before the year before. 13 points, I think, the year before that. Or was that the year? No, it was the year before that. Then the year before that was when Chiefs did whatever. So that just shows you that there's one consistent team in the league. And the rest of us, anytime is go time. Oh, so many changes. Okay, Lepasa's coming on. He's trying to rescue something. Munyan is coming off for Shandu. Very random change, but okay, I guess fresh legs. Let's see. I'm actually waiting for a team in the PSL that's going to have a bomb squad on the bench. Like just a bomb squad. That's 75 minutes, 0-0. You know, Guti, I'm bringing these guys on and we're just changing how this game plays. For example, at Chiefs, can you imagine bomb squad second half, Bati Gonzalez Chivavairo, Bati Solomons, Bati Frostler, Bati Ace across guys, Chinchi game. Oh, Pirates would be number 12. As it stands, Pirates would be number 12. They'd go up one. Polokwane City would go up to 4th place. Man, it's still early, guys. Yeah, that can change because they've got 2 games over most of the teams there. That can change. I don't do sports betting. I have a feeling the Betway are the football gods. I have the worst luck on Betway. I can predict all the matches in the world, but the moment I have to go bet, Erasmus, I'm so emotional. Mahope doesn't understand how to play center forward at Pirates. Exactly. At least it's exciting. At least it's exciting. I still go back to that Amazulu game. That Amazulu game was something else. Bomb squad at Chiefs, maybe in the Chiefs 7s. I don't even know if we don't have we don't have that team anymore. If I'm not mistaken. But you get what I mean, like change the game, like change how the game is played. You know, fundamentally change. I thought with this 5 subs thing, I thought they would change football. Like I thought football would like one half you're playing a certain team is not working out. Halftime coach changes the whole game plan. I thought that was going to happen. But it seems as though, it's just more subs to make at a certain time. You know, the coaching manual says 65 minutes, you make subs. So a lot of the coaches they're just making subs in J. Like for like, not necessarily to change anything. Yeah, I like Tito in the 10, but I feel like Tito's more effective higher up the pitch, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like he's got all the skills to play 10, but he's more dangerous when he's up high, I feel. Like, one of that final third play that him and Fukeng had used to kill teams, that thing. Chiefs is a very good basketball player for a striker. Yeah. They must just let him header balls. Then put them both on Chivavairo and Gonzalez. 10 minutes left in the game. Cross after cross after cross after cross. Ha. You know Middendorp would use that. Middendorp, he'd make that work. I'm trying to recall a team in football which had a bomb squad. There isn't. There isn't. Even the deep teams, they didn't do it in game, I believe. Let me think of. They didn't do it in game. I don't think there's a football club I remember that used to do it in game. Outside of maybe Upram Chomane. But that wasn't a bomb squad. That was Jaws of Life coming on just to deal with your star player, get his red card. And then he's done for the day. Let's say we're collecting those points one at a time. One at a time, not like that, man. If Jose Rivero finishes this thing with 2 points out of 9 from the games in hand, that will be a very bad return. Now you find yourself fighting for 5th place instead of 2nd. Happy this Pirates team has a lot of players. I just feel like they've got depth in places that don't need depth. You've got Lodge, Pule, Saling. You've got Awole Pasa, Avos Banbane up front. Go number 10, you've got Kapinga, Maswanganyi can play there. You've got Kim Viudi, you've got Utalisa. Go keeper, you've got Buthelezi, Mponchani, Chain, Kanalemang, Ofori, right? And then it's like, but you don't have cover for a deep lying playmaker. You don't have a second Londo, you know, for example. And I feel like that's a key position. But yeah, most teams struggle with that. I mean, I guess Sundowns did well with finding Allende. This Orlando Pirates is challenging. Ballerina Hayo. I saw Chiefs fans complaining about the Zungu challenge, and I'm like, yo, head Katsan in Hayo Nengoma. So please leave us alone, agent. Please leave us alone. But it wasn't as bad as Andrew. Andrew Ramutla, Jaws of Life. Aha. Came on, collected his red card, went off. He's done his job. He's taken your most dangerous player off the pitch. That's all Jomo used to say. We said this before, games in hand mean nothing if you play like a team from the farms. Maybe they're giving themselves a challenge, Asaz. And I think Nengomasha broke a Chiefs player's right leg. I remember when Jose got mad when a journalist made a comment that Pirates is inconsistent. They just are, guys. They just are. Me, when I said to people in one of the live shows, Guti, winning trophies is great, but take it from somebody who won all the trophies. All our Chiefs are on fire. We're winning all the trophies except for the league. Then you look back and you're like, I love that we've got that in the bag. But Champions League, dololo. League, dololo. You know, up until Stuart Baxter, but league, dololo. So these trophies, and I asked, is Jose going to become complacent knowing that he wins the 2 trophies, everybody's fine? There we go, Pirates on the attack. Too many passes. Too many passes. Are you trying to walk the ball into the net? I asked, Guti, is Jose maybe going to become complacent knowing that Noma Sibu Champions League, Noma's Valley Cap, ne Sundowns, as long as the Winama trophy right. Apolis reserves. Apolis is not a defensive player, guys. Parking the bus is not for him, eh? Jimmy Chambo's leg or for Coron them. I wish Operation Tutula. Y'all opened a factory in Zim. I remember getting buy one, get 2 free. Do you know how many Zim players didn't make it into the starting lineup of Chiefs? They just made it into the league. Like Mutu arrived and then all of a sudden they were playing somewhere else. Yeah, Tim was supposed to shoot there, but I guess they wanted one more pass. My 2.5 on Betway, unlucky Tio. Maybe they'll shock you. Maybe they'll get a last minute goal. Ooh, Saling is so bad, guys. Saling is so bad. Ref, how's that a foul? How's that a foul? How is that a foul, guys? He got to the ball. He cleared the ball. They crashed into each other. Shouldn't Saleng be the one penalized because he wasn't even going for the ball? Kolani, that's why I said, for me, Apolis is better up there in transition. The problem with him coming back is because when you give him the ball back, like behind, when he's moved back a bit to go collect, he can't, it's too much, man. It's too much. And I know the feeling. Like when I used to play, I'm the type of striker who's instinct. I just needed instinct. I don't need you to put the ball on my feet. I'm not going to do your 1-2s. I'm not going to dribble. But if I get the ball in the box, I'm scoring. If I have time to think about it, I'd probably miss. 1 minute added on, we're in the 90. It's going to be 1-1. Speaking of rest, Abongile Tom was shocking in the AFL game. Which AFL game did he take? Yeah, I don't understand, Papa Zeko. You get to the ball first and then you're the one that's penalized. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. 1 minute added on. When I see added on time, I think about that the ref, Amazulu game that Paris played, where the ref was like, a minute before it was done, he was like, you know what, guys, let's go to bed. It's done. Oh, what, is it 4 now? Did I see wrong? Give 4. Was it Inyimba? Now it's 4, Theo. Now it's 4. They've added 4 minutes. It's now changed to 4. Abongile was in the Esperance game. They'll learn about our referees. They will learn about our referees. Ref just wants to go home. Yeah, but they changed it. You see, they changed it to 4 minutes now. I don't know if it was a mistake or what. Guys, it's a Friday. Ref ubonore. Past 9, man. The night is still young. But if he stays there, 10 minutes, a call came in from the chairman to the fourth official. Which chairman, agent? I want you to say to the chair. Hey, you guys. This is a Makip league. Hamanyo korai, man, relax, boy. I don't know, guys. Is this the second best team in the country? And if this is the second best team in the country, what does that mean about the country? What does that mean about the country, guys? Yo, Pirates are trying. Shame, they're going for it, Mara. Are they gonna just go crossing? You see why Masangwani umnandi too much. So when he plays 10, he drops back too much. But when Masangwani is up there on that final line, when you have to score, then he's a different player. Maybe that's why I wouldn't want him as 10. Ow! Ow! Polokwane City players, Bansam Mikalangwan. Oh, you're offside. You're offside. You saw yourself offside and you didn't go back. Now you're going to catch a random yellow card. Cool. Yeah, you're going to catch a random yellow card for kicking the ball away. Why does that help? Look, he got a chance to go back. Hi, Apolis. Hey, Apolis. A call from Paris Saint-Germain. No, Paris Saint-Germain. Yes, the Soweto teams. These the ones you know, Frank. Waste of time, that yellow card. Yeah, but why would why get a yellow card? It didn't even do anything. Ball boy gave the ball and then they carried on. Clear the ball, boy. Clear the ball. Are you guys gonna go for it last minute? They're going for it last minute. They're going for it last minute. Police again. Hey, that was going to be something. Police again. He couldn't even touch the ball. What was he doing there? Wait, look at this replay. He finally makes a good run. That's not offside. He gets there before the keeper. Instead of touching the ball, he lets it go. He needs to go to Gavin Hunt, man. Gavin Hunt's finishing school. That's where he needs to go. Look, he decided not to touch the ball. You know, you could have touched the ball and won a penalty. Anyway, guys, let's talk about Rivero. Let me just put up my graphics. Hey, our alarm bells ringing. Is this the time for alarm bells? Okay, guys, I'm gonna let everybody in. You're gonna get 2 minutes to say what you need to say, what you've seen, because we're going to properly dissect this match on Monday. So let me let people in and let's hear what's going to happen. Well, how do we see this game? Streets, how are you, my brother? Now we've watched the game. Are you back?
I'm good, Mr. Wiki. How are you?
Is the network
I
okay
think
now?
I'm fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I can hear you perfectly.
Yeah, I know it's good.
Tell me, what did you see?
Jose now is starting to. I don't understand what is he doing now, because earlier on in the season, Maswanganyi was the number 10, Mfukeng wide, Saleng on the right. Now Saleng is on the left. You can clearly see he's not effective. Why is he not going back to the normal way of playing, how he was playing? Now it's just confusion and galore. I don't understand now.
Even that 10-year-old Yamasangwanyi, he's playing 10 closer to the 6 than closer to the 9 where they were playing the whole season in the beginning.
That's why I was saying I don't even understand Karim Kamvuidi, because he was dropping too deep to come collect the ball. There is no need. You have to trust your teammates to bring the ball to you. As a number 10, you shouldn't be going to look for the ball. The ball will come. Stay in your position. Pep speaks about this. The players must stay in their position. You must trust your teammates. You have players dropping for no reason. If you're dropping, then you don't move the Polokwane seats, because they'll just sit and wait. But then if you have players that are going to push and then they have to commit, then the Kamvuidi can find the spaces. So I think he has to fix that. He must just go back how he used to play. Play Lodge, since Mfukeng is not there, play Lodge on the left as the left winger. Play Maswanganyi as the number 10. Play Musaleng on the right as the Lepasa striker. We go back to how they were playing, not this thing that I'm seeing now. I'm not impressed.
No, my brother, we'll speak about it properly. We'll speak about it properly on Monday, because I still think the key is Undondlo. But we'll speak about it. Agent 007, games in hand.
Yeah, they don't mean points in hand, eh? Unless you're Sundowns, obviously. Unless you're Sundowns, let me put it that way. I think it's a learning curve more than anything for me. I don't want Paris fans to be that hard on Jose. I think it's a learning curve for next year's CAF. You know, if they go to CAF.
If they go to CAF.
If you recall well. If you recall well, under Picho, when he started going to CAF regularly, we used to struggle a lot with converting those games in hand into points, you know. So because they come up, they're a very weird game, eh? Yeah. Because now you are saying at the back of your mind, a coach doesn't have to say this. As a player, you're saying, Sander's not that far, man. I win my games in hand, I'm 2 points behind, you know? Automatically, you are saying to yourself, your brain, that I will win this game, you know? So it's not like a regular game where you don't have that thinking in you. But anyways, I just want to say, Baloni. I think Baloni, I don't know about Baloni. I don't know how to feel about him. I'm lukewarm about him, but I don't know. I don't know if Pirates is like you're saying, is the right team for him to develop, because I see a player there, you know. I think maybe a loan would do him good. I don't know. I'll hear what Pirates fans have to say, but I was bitterly disappointed by Mavuvu. Yeah, I think he's just good when he comes in, not when he starts. You know, I was bitterly disappointed about him. And lastly, I was attacked on Monday. When I said, I'm questioning Jose. He has been fortunate. Say whatever you want. He's been fortunate within the cups, you know. He plays a hit and miss game, you know. Sometimes a hit, sometimes a miss, you know. So in cups, you get away with it, you know, and like or unlike, whatever it is, the football goes away with him, you know. But he plays a game where it's a hit and miss, unless it's a cup final, unless it's a cup game. He has some Spanish voodoo going on in cups, but you know, the way you win matters. You know, it's not just always about winning; it's the way you win. You know, sometimes how it wins, and even if they don't win, we know they have a way to win. You know, but the Spurs have a way to win. You know, and if you close the space, what happens? But it's fine. Hey, I know, but Paris fans don't worry about others. About Mike, we know that stress is coming tomorrow.
Ay, man, every time you don't leave without the short agent. Malume Kutso, should alarm bells be ringing?
Mr. OT. Yeah, no, Polokwane put down the handbrake. And it worked out. It worked out for them. It worked out. We could have done better. Could have buried some chances. Could have taken advantage of the weirdest goalkeeping I've seen in a while. That guy is just weird.
Him and his defense.
Yeah. Yo, that is like, show me the funny level, like comedy. Afushula the ball, and not once, but he's spinning, kicking.
Hey.
He's winning. Like, yeah, no, we should have taken advantage. Project Mahopa is not working out. It's okay. These are the times where I wish the MTC allowed some players to play, some older players.
Mahopa Super Sport, man.
Yeah, Mahopa needs to play DDC or even go to Super Sport. He's got a good heart, Shim. But it's not working out. You see, what pains me, what hurts me, and is when I see a player every time someone stands up. He looks at the bench. He looks, which is it my number? It means he's in pain. Yeah, he's hurting with Isan. Confidence is gone. Confidence is on zero. So I saw him every time there was a board up. He would look, which is it my number? So he needs a loan. Chippa United, Super Sport United. He must go and build his confidence. He has the right heart, the right mind. Maybe just not the right confidence for now. Don't understand. Lodge played extremely well in Maswangai, but ran out of gas. And I think with Team Nai overused his energy. And we did take a half time, which is really tracking back. That's why when he had to fire across there, he just collapsed. he was tired. So I thought the coach would pull him out. But how lucky can you be? 3 times in a row. Guys, maybe lucky is not the word. Maybe he's the exact opposite of Coach Rulan, and both of them are being questioned. Coach Rulan is extremely good at the league games, but he's not good at the cup games. And Coach Jose is extremely good. He's extremely good at the cup games and not at the league games. You see, maybe they should form a partnership, go into Europe and take on the world. Or a guy, it's my turn, kick up game, league game, over to you, Coach Rulani. But no. Pirates fans, please, let's fight him after the Khalid Black Label final, not now.
You know what I like? That's funny about what you said. Have you ever watched those bottling shows or those shows where they judge you by your looks and stuff, and then you walk out and they say, "Ooh, hi, Oasi's got a good heart." That's how you know Roscoe. So maybe I can't see me, but it's fine. Retire Monday. Let me go to Tolani. 1-1. 1-1. What do you think about this game?
See. Hayi bese apolisa kakorngane ekugcineni bese silale kamnandi.
How? Oh, alale athi penalty, last minute penalty.
Uyangizwa mamela?
Ngiyakuzwa.
Awuthi
Yeah, I think Tolani, there's something wrong with the network. Tolani, we're gonna come back and speak about it, but I also think you should have just won. Ati nje. But it's fine. Stepfather, welcome to the show. How are you?
Sharp, mina manje.
Hi, no, gamba kahle man. Lama games in hand ayaphela. Uthini ngale match?
Disappointed, my brother. I mean, last time sikhuluma now, I spoke about 3 players. I spoke about Masongani, Kimvidi, and Lodge. At least Masongani, he came back today. Kimvidi, I said to the guys, that boy is lazy. And today he showed why I'm game because he was not there. So right man, I'm going to 76, 78 minutes. Lodge angazi na uzobuya nini because he's not back. Akakabuyi. And then angazi into anavethu zifuna ukudlala makudlala amakhaba kuphela. Shuthi sowena lapho thina.
Ngikhetha ama game ngisho.
Angimele beyiyeke lento manje because le game bekumele siyiwine le. Because ibi open ibidlala ngendlela edlala ngakhona but we failed to win this game. Angazi ukuthi sowena yipi after le. Khona nje uLodge akathi ukupaka kancane lapha ebenchini maybe uzobuye ese right because samela hluza umqondo. And then I think we miss Undlondlo, bro.
Me I always say
that combination yakhe noMaswanganye at the beginning of the season and Lepasa, it was working for us. Ever since Undlondlo was suspended when we were going to that game in Sundowns, I think we were missing Undlondlo team, and then Maswanganye, Lepasa, then is over the combination there. I think we're missing one player now. Abo Lodge, abathi ukuhlala kancane ama VIP. Usaleng uzobuya kancane. I don't know when, but he's not there. Kimi Vidi nimbonile baladini bababhakaniya mhlezi nithi akafakwe ufake uqalisa igame usikhombisile ukuthi umuntu ongena ngoma 80 minutes ashintshe igame mase sokuphelela igame. Otherwise I'm disappointed ngale nto yenzakala. Coach akathi kushintsha umqondo kancane. Sidlale wonke ama game. Not ukuthi sidlala ama cup kuphela.
Sizayikhuluma kahle Monday. Thank you so much, Stepfather, for joining me. Let me bring in Theo. Hey, abo next door neighbor. Bathini? Abo manje.
Bunini sibapraise. Hey, wakwapraise abantu uzukhathale. Bahlule uyabapraise kodwa bona bahlule ukuyipraise. Hayi suka. Labantu laba utsholo kwenzakalani. Let me greet the panel and greet you team, Mr. OT.
No,
I mean, it's so
welcome.
sad, man. It's so sad. It's so disappointing. You play against the Mazulu, they do low block. You can't break them. You play against the Polokwane City, an open game, a game for the taking with the caliber of the players that Pirates have. You put wrong players. You know, I said this even last time. Guys, the reason why he was good, Kubaroka FC, is because they used him as a point man. They knew they would get crosses, he would score.
Yes.
You bring to Pirates, man, who Lodge wants to cut in. Last week, they are Shama Cross, it defensive meal. You understand? Today, you expect him to cut in. When I'm Kim with the guys, I don't like this. I'm very disappointed, man. Guys, I had a lot of expectations from this guy, but man, as the Pirates slowly they are showing good. The coach now, is a bit confused, you know. You have a Saling, guys, no matter injury. It's like what Rondo did last game, Mangen and Lapak Mazul. You know, you bring a player in, it's like what we said, put them second half or 5 minutes after second half. Because, and I think also because they were leading, they thought that we have the goal, the game in the back, not realizing Polokwane City might get to core and now they have to start again. And I always say this, it's like our teams, they don't understand. Leading doesn't mean that you're winning.
Yeah.
You can lead a game for 20 minutes, but if you fail to do the right thing, you will lose that game. Yeah, but so luckily today they didn't lose it. But it shows as much as they claim to have depth, you know, Coach Yabo is mixing Utswai and Sugar and it's gonna backfire on them. Very, very soon.
nganibuza kudala ukuthi you can have all the players in the world, but do you know how to use those players
How
if
to use
abanye
them.
bangekho?
Eish. Yeah, but I think it's yeah, exposed namuhla. It's very much,
Okay.
even the last game, it's being exposed kakhulu.
Hayi mara sizoyikhuluma kahle. Phela thina khona esimele kusasa.
Siyandlula kusasa. Ungawari, siyandlula kusasa, ungakhali. Kuyobe kuthule kuthe tula, ungawari.
Sizabona khona. Thank you Theo, for joining me. Frank, should alarm bells be going off in Parktown? Good day, man.
How's it?
I'm good, my brother. How are you?
I'm good. You see, my brother, ngihlala ngisho. If you can't collect points in first round of the season, there is no way you're gonna find points in second round. Because in first round of the season, all the teams that are still patching their errors, they are still in second round of the season. Everyone is oiled, every machine is oiled. Each and everyone is running out of relegation. The other one is running out of is running to top 8. Other they are running for league. So if you can't collect points now on Polokwane City, Amazulu, where are you gonna take points? Because you're gonna find Richards Bay next season want to run away from relegation.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough game.
They're gonna moor you. So Rivero must watch out. Watch out. Same as in Premier League. Carabao is nothing. You see, Community Shield is nothing. They want the League and Champions League. So just the same as here in South Africa. Sundowns, Pirates, and Chiefs, if you don't have league, whether you win these Nedbanks or what, but
we can't even speak as Chiefs, eh?
Take maximum points like this time and fighting for Champions League. What is the end? What is the end result? Let's hope we're gonna win Nedbank Cup with this Rivero guy. Without Nedbank Cup, we're gonna be chased. Whether he win Carling or on MTN, we're gonna be chased.
Okay, Frank. We'll speak about it probably on Monday. Kakarot, welcome. How are you? Oh, Kakarot. Okumele ukubize Goku. It's fine. We'll come back. Man with the master plan, how are you? Hey guys, can you guys hear me? What's going on?
Siyakuzwa thina.
Hi, then angisazi. Is that show? Welcome to the show, Johnny Prab.
Sapunzani bhuti wami.
Hi, mina ngi-right. Ngisasmilisa ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi kusasa. Hey.
Kunzima. Labantu laba bengitshela uTheo kithi hayi baselungonseki lo uye ku-varsity. Baselungonseki. Ngiyakhuphukela kamampela bhuti.
Ubone njani le match? Yeah.
And made disappointing for me via Paris. Paris kumele yenze kangcono that. They played similar njengale game aleli ele Amazulu should have done better and very changes. Sometimes bayajaha, sometimes nakumele basheshe abasheshi like kune confusion yaneningi and ngikhala ngamasapho kacoach. For mina mekungamelanga adlala umnaka ngithi ukhona uteam lapha ya uvalist sona le defensive, so we sabi defensive sifuna i-point. That's why ngithi uyunseki wabo. You understand? At least if ngobuye for mina mekumele ayeke ulochi afake yena uSaleng bazokhona ukudlala. For mina uLosh bekangconywana than many of those players. Anyway mfethu ayidisibona mara basenkingeni ngoba if vele njengoba our team ekhuluma manje ukuthi if abakhona ukushaya amaZulu ne-riding kusho ukuthi nathi sovuka ngawo sithina sobashaya ngoba bayazi
futhi daily bread uyazi now.
otherwise hayi igame amele i-right nje yabona okuningi anginakho mfethu.
Manje isikhulumile this week ngoRivero. Amalama yakhala na. Should we be worried about him now?
Yes, I'm starting to think ukuthi yabona le MTN ebayiwinile it's not Rivero by chance for mina. Ngicela khane ngithi ngiya-realize manje ukuthi I think yila maplayer lawa abanawo that's why abakhonile ukuyiwina la final. I don't think Rivero is doing yabona uRivero if mekazostrakila kakhulu if mekacoach Chiefs angifuni ukumtshela manje lo muntu une-quality ama-player but ngathi akakhoni kwasipanisa and like uhlezi aya-change sinini ngabo lipasa bayacala sinini ngabo sekucala uMahopha naye amboni ukuthi wenzani laphayana abobaloni mina ubaloni for mina asisi-data for mina zikhona i-data lapho ezimele sidlale so sometimes coach man that's why ngithi manje I think yazibonakalisa ukuthi maybe leya cup leya lewawinile it doesn't have to do much ngaye. I think it was ngenhliziyo yamaplayer ukuthi sifuna ukuwina i-cup sometimes yenzeka amaplayer nokuzwinela igame ngaphandle kocoach understand angayenza next coach so I think uRivero mele aqala ukubuyisa khona le team mekaloku acala ngayo ukukhuphuka kanje uyale phambili waloku ashintsha I think mele kubuyele back to la lineup yakhe leya memwinisa.
Okay hayi sizakhuluma kahle thank you kunjoina Zesho. Let me go to Velile besikhuluma ngaye just this week. Just this week.
Baba kunjani?
Right njani?
Hayi kubi kunzima emzimeni endlini emnyama no ithi ngifake i-disclaimer nje ukuthi bengekho bengiphumile nje ngifike kusele 20 minutes before igame iphele but as usually mangibukela umesh vele ngingena nje ngivula i-TV kuze yaphela igame there's one player that I don't see ukuthi egroundini umsebenzi wakhe wenzani and what's his like responsibility masegameni uThabang Munaka. I'm still saying kuyaqasha the person who's supposed to be calling the ball and attack avail himself he's still hiding namanje. It's like we are playing like with one man down because as I've said before makhona uteam uyawubona umsebenzi wakhe uyabonakala like whether we like it or not uzombona
last minute mara this game
but noma ngena lawo last minute is when does it show uyaqasha if you are playing in 8 position akakwazi ukudlala ibhola you call the ball avail yourself call the ball lize kuwe mfowethu uyalisaba and secondly i-substitution kaRivero uyayiphinda futhi substitution yakhe yokhipha yakhe yakashandu no lokhunjani nomunyane engayazi ukuthi yani that substitution and waqala ngayo wabuya wayiyeka uyayiphinda futhi angiyazi lo substitution that substitution ukuthi which sense does it make angiyazi nje ukuthi i-aim yayo ukushintsha igame how that substitution he's doing it for the 5th time now since iqalile season. I don't get it and I've said it before ukuthi abomakhupha nalaba abanye cha asinda abanike ithuba bafethu ake kunika abanye bakhona abo-Evanga or abanike i-chance because as I've said ulipasa yes he can score those goals but akusindoda ongangayo empini isizini yonke akukhona kahle so nje siyaphinda futhi nje silalisa iy'nhliziyo zibuhlungu kodwa no kuzolunga ngizayibheka kahle mhlambe maybe I might be incorrect or nani but ngizayibukela kahle mhla soyithi sikhasa kahle Monday.
Hey wait until
ngisakhala kalodo noma leyo ndoda noma uthi ingene second half kodwa ingene iyaqasha okusalayo
wait until ubona
ukingeni
uzokhala ngomabubu uzobona na uma uyibukela le game uzokhala
No,
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 Velile.
ngizayibukela kahle. Mhlawumbe akusife kwezinye iy'ngane kodwa hhayi ngizoyibukela kahle kodwa ngisakhala ngalento engiyibona nje mangifika mangilayitha i-TV ngayibona ikhona kodwa angiyibonanga ibamba ibhola ilibiza.
Usazokhala. Usazokhala.
Hayi.
Mara sizakhuluma kahle Monday. Thank you, Velile.
Okay bafowethu.
Let me bring in Flo. Flo, how are you? It is born namhlanje ukuthi ithini network ukuthi izobamba na. Ingathi ayibambi. Dr. Bull, how are you?
Joshua Hortmandinza.
No, it's na ka di game tsena nna ke lokologile. I don't have anything on me. Ke o tla mpona o sane, o ka mpotsa o sane. Mara how are you, my brother?
Monate. O botsisitse hore the alarm bells start singing na. Aye. It's too early but we are worried.
Mara ke mo Champions League hiyo the game in hand di ya tsamaya. Okay, at least we win the trophy mara hey, ko leaking.
No, the man ba mo feel objective. O te provile go di trophy last season. No chase the league. At least to progress in Africa. Go let's progress go Africa. No, the league games di are palla. Hona di games tse ding tshwanetse di be obvious for Pirates. And taba ya or second guesses or starting lineup sa ke eng o nya go irang ka di player tsa di tshwere. E jo ka tshwara material wa se berekisa. Mantshwara. Material tshwanetse e berekisa. Style sa ka tse go ka Tommy Kim Void wa thoma le Patrick. Ke di ball holders tse tsotlhe. Re dlala le Polokwane, o irile di analysis tsa ka Polokwane. Polokwane e dlala open game. O need a Saleng or a shiane ko wingeng. O need a Lodge a shiane ko wingeng. Then o need a Masonganye a dlale position ela ya behind striker e ne e dlalang ke bo Dlamini bo mangmang wa ntlhalo. A linke both midfield o wa rena o leng goal shy. Wa ntlhalo. A linke wona le striker. Jo tengman o re bolaisa ka di team a tshwere material. And taba ya Kim Void, status sa Kim Void from Maritzburg a se monate jo. Kim Void o createile 4 assists ka season e otlhe ana goal ko PSL. O dlala season tse kae no. Ejo Kim Void ke ya yena o itse bolo mara o need a coach a re nang vision. E motso re jo a kenya go hold a position go useless position o hold the ball go useless position. E fetsa re ro star. Re need a player tsa solution go Pirates jo. Re ka tshwara Kim Void o dlala too far from 18 area. Jo re nyaka motho ka isolate defender a tsentse di lay ball tse re khono kore. Wa ntlhalo. So re ka tshwara batho ba o tshwana jo. Re ka se achieve selo. Re ka se achieve selo.
How shebile coach wa how? Is there a problem going there? Ka bane le yena ikare he can only play one way. Le ha batla o chincha ha e bonagale ntwe ya etsang.
Di support tsa di premeditated jo ka re tlile le script sa re kana go go tsena ma. Gaming football is all about moments, Brian. On those moments that decide who's the rightful player to get in. And this style is a formation sa re tshware two the teams of PSL tse ngata di a idlala di tshwara two holding midfielders. That ring e bola attack jo. Last minute yona two holding midfielders o one tswantsa a forward gore thusa ka di goal. E fetsa di chance di presented da man. O stage shy so tsa di chance. Team e jo ke professional jo. O trainer every day jo. What's the training finishing? Na re apane nyena bolo ke mmereko wa jo. A trainer finishing jo. Woman, look at one trick pony jo.
Mara ke a gutla Dr. Bull for time. Re tla itshwantse re bue sentle ka Monday.
Horotman ina flop mar ma Pirates a itse hore player e ba e underratang from last season Dlamini ke ena star series nila di doctor di re ka matla jo di buse mfanola Dlamini ke ena star mara re bone
nna ke batla ndlondlo mara it's fine. Let me begin Nkolane. Are you back? Are you fine now?
Yeah, I'm okay now, my guy.
What did you see from this game?
My man, hey. I think sometimes I'm a Paris fans, but a bit hard on which was there, because most of check even Sundowns, for I think for the first 3 seasons, a bit of it.
sometimes be ama slow starters yabo. So I think manje Jose akayitholi le ndlela ukuthi asheshe akwazi ukuthola ama points yabo, but coming to ama tactics akhe egamini namhlanje, I think nami ngiyakhala ngokiphinda ngathi akamnikeza ngalutho going forward, because ama passes amaningi Kim Vete, they were ama passes are ama big passes, as opposed to as attacking player bit. You should play forward passes, yabo. Try to find ama attackers akho, yabo. But for uqala collect ama points early, I think kufanele bathi kumnika ithuba kancane. And for uLodge, if it's ngiyabeza bekhala ngoLodge, you can only improve as a player uma udlala ama games. You can't improve as a player uma uhleli benching. So yena ngicabanga ukuthi kumshayela ukungadlali. So as much as ezothola ama games manje, he will improve going forward.
Okay.
Hey, but uTito ngisakhala ngayo bekufanele ku-Sundowns.
Hey, wena bazokulwisa man, yekela uTito azenzele lapha ePirates. No, mara ngiyabonga Prime, sizokhuluma kahle Monday.
Police kufanele athathe ibhola nje nabshop.
No, athinta ibhola type, mina ngishilo ukuthi ngabathe 1 athi last kick of the game.
Yeah.
Look, guys, I'm just going to ask the questions that I've asked all season long. Number 1, when you've got a big squad, how do you manage to make sure that all the players are match fit and ready to play? Because there's going to come times where you're going to call on them either to play a full game or either to play in the cups or either to do whatever. I've always said that the Champions League, getting knocked out of the Champions League was a blessing in disguise for Pirates, because then they could go back to having a core team that they could play the whole season. But now, when you bring it up, are they ready to play these games? Because these are the important games. Amazulu 0-0, it's an important game. Polokwane 1-1, it's an important game. Because at the end of the season, these are the games you look at. And remember, guys, one more time, Pirates is the second best team in the country. But them being second doesn't mean they are close to that number 1, league-wise. Doesn't mean. So they needed to do better than last year in order to chase and catch that person. But if these are the inconsistent results that they're going to be getting, not just for Peggy Pirates, and even though we want them to go win these things and go challenge Sundowns, and they're the only ones who are capable to. These are the games. Then I asked you about Uchose. Uchose wins trophies. Great. But does winning trophies mean that you are moving forward? Does winning trophies mean that as a team, you are getting better and better and better? Or does it just mean that you're really good at winning trophies? Take it from me. I even gave you guys an example. Take it from me. I support a team that there was a time where every season we lifted at least a domestic trophy, right? Outside of the league, a domestic trophy. But we didn't move forward in the league. We didn't move forward on Africa. We didn't do all those things. So winning those games is great. Winning those trophies is great. But King, guys, you need a different kind of consistency. And Pirates just doesn't have that consistency right now. Then, again, Pirates is, what does not winning trophy? Oh, it means you suck. Because that one's easy. Pirates is an emotional team. I believe that Pirates plays best when they play at a very high tempo, when they almost play on instinct. They can't play slow. Pirates cannot play slow. So now when you play these games, I've said, what happens when you go and play a low block team? What happens when you go and play a team and you don't score in the first few minutes? How does Pirates take it? And previously, in the beginning of the season, Pirates was amazing. If they score 1, they can score 4. I keep saying that, right? But then, now it seems as though Pirates now, it scored 1, it relaxed. Polokwane City realized that, man, we've got a game here, we could go score. They started outplaying them down to the last chance that our police got, that for some reason it didn't touch the ball, but a sequel up. So Pirates needs to learn to come up with that energy from inside, from themselves, not from fans, not from a penalty that you win that makes it 1-0, not from anywhere. They need to learn how to come up with that. And I asked you guys about, is Jose going to be able to do that? And can Jose come up plan B, plan C, bomb squad, whatever? These are the questions, because the league is not 4 games and you win the trophy. The league is 30 games. And for 30 games, you have to be on it. And already, 5 games in what? How many points does Pirates have? Pirates is sitting 12th. They've got 9 points. They've played 7 games, right? Luckily enough, our league is bad enough that Pirates can win 3 games and they'll find themselves at top 3, top 4. So let's see what happens. But start questioning him. And Malume Kuto, when I say question him, I don't mean throw things at him or beat him or fight him. But start going out, Mara Jose, my guy. Can we find that consistency? Can we find something? Can we do something? Because clearly, man, one last thing. Ndonjo is still the most important player at Pirates. Ndonjo is the reason why the front players can play well, because he controls the tempo. He controls how Pirates plays. When Ndonjo is not there, there's no link to what Tito. That's why you find Tito and Kim Vuyudi dropping all the way back to try to pick up the ball, and they have to go all the way forward to go get the ball up there. You get me? So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. But 1-1 to Pirates, guys. I need to go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna try come in for the Sundowns match. Luckily it's at 3, and then we'll watch also the Chiefs match. So join me tomorrow at 3 o'clock. We'll watch the Sundowns AFL game, and then we'll also watch the Chiefs game. Jose experimenting in wrong games. Hey, we don't want poverty at the Cubs. Malume Kuts, at least you guys are winning. But yeah, our league is just different. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock. They're playing Sunday.